as this NFL labor dispute drags on. But what a home schedule for the Aztecs on the way. 7 home games for the first time since the mid-'90s. And when you look at this schedule, you've got Washington State coming into town from the Pac-10.
Oh, come on.
Come on. TCU pulling into
town. There's only one game on this schedule.
Well, it's on the road.
You know what it is.
It's on the road, September 24th. And it's at Michigan.
That's right.
You talk about the must-win game of the year. Rocky Long, the head football coach from San Diego State, jumping in on a Thursday morning. Hi, Coach.
Morning, guys. How are you?
We're doing really well. How about you?
I'm doing good. I love to hear all the music leading into this deal.
Well, you know.
It's your theme song.
You know that when the team takes the field at Qualcomm Stadium, that's the song. It's a no-brainer. They should use every song from every Rocky movie, from Eye of the Tiger right down to the Rocky theme.
Indeed.
It makes all the sense in the world, Coach.
Well, if you're the marketing department, I guess that's what we'll get, huh?
Mm-hmm. We are the live, local, free marketing service to just about everybody.
Right. Sadly enough, it's free.
Well, it's good that you guys are in charge then.
Right. Thank you. Thank you, Coach Long. Coach, when you look at the schedule, and season tickets go on sale right now starting as low as $66, which is incredible. You look at this home schedule, 7 games at home this year, including Washington State coming in from the Pac-10, and you got the entire Mountain West Conference schedule, including now Boise State and Fresno State at home. It'll be a great year.
Well, I tell you what, that schedule is pretty good. I mean, for a first-time or new-time head coach, it seems kind of tough, but having those kind of teams come in here ought to attract some fans, shouldn't it?
Well, I would think so.
Yeah, and Coach, in particular, the fans, it's okay for us to continually look at this road game in Michigan, but how do you keep your guys through Cal Poly, through playing at West Point and Washington State? How do you keep those guys focused on those teams as opposed to looking down the road?
Well, hopefully our emphasis on the first game is starting that already, because I've done some history, and Cal Poly has been here 2 times in the last 4 or 5 years, and they've won both times they've come. So if you have a mature leadership on your team, you don't have any problems, and I think we have pretty mature leadership on our team.
All right, we're talking to head coach Rocky Long from San Diego State. You're right. And by the way, those losses against Cal Poly, there's no way to look at it. Those are pretty embarrassing losses.
Whenever that happens, that's very embarrassing. So we're trying to focus on that. It's all the other people that want to talk about the other games, but we're just talking about Cal Poly.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Michigan.
well, you almost can't help it, Coach, because I'm sure you saw recently ESPN, they were doing the kind of a tour of college football and some spring football stuff, and they were up there at Michigan, and they were talking to Brady and all the guys that went with him, and so I'm sure that your kids have been exposed to that stuff, right?
Yeah, I'm sure they have. I mean, those guys are football junkies just like the rest of us, so I'm sure they've seen it and heard it, and maybe if they see it and hear it enough, it'll lose its flavor, and we'll get down to business against Cal Poly the first game.
Yeah, Cal Poly, then on the road, Blair mentioned, at Army, so going to West Point. Washington State, when you come home. On the road at Michigan, September 24th. I'll tell everybody right now, make your plans. I don't know how everybody's going to get tickets, but make your plans. And then you look at the rest of the schedule, Coach. TCU was 13-0 last year, Rose Bowl champions. You've got Boise State, 12-1 last year. And you've got Fresno State. So this is going to be a really, really terrific home schedule, 7 games.
Oh, I think it's a tough schedule, and like you said, those teams are big-time teams. I think early in the year when we get that first conference game as TCU here, that's probably a huge one on our schedule, and then we have to go 3 or 4 days later and play Air Force at Air Force. So starting into conference play, that's a tough way to go.
Coach, when you get it started, when you get the guys back in for camp, where is your biggest question mark? What are you going to have to concentrate on to get this team ready?
We have to develop wide receivers. We've got some good athletes in the program, but they're going to be young, inexperienced, and hopefully they'll develop enough to have the same kind of threat we did there last year. Now, that's going to be hard to do. We probably have to get some depth on the defensive line. So other than that, we got some experience, good players coming back, and hopefully those receivers will develop, and we can show people what we want them to see.
Attention all campers It's now 9:30.
Talking to head coach Rocky Long from San Diego State. Coach,
Keep it on the
9:30.
clock. Yeah.
Just want to make sure you knew that.
Yeah, that's nice of you. Yeah.
Coach, can you name the movie that comes from?
No.
Do you remember Meatballs with Bill Murray?
I do.
Yeah, it just doesn't matter.
I've seen it one time.
All right, well, I don't
Classic,
know.
though.
You know, maybe if you see it on a Saturday afternoon on TNT, you know, you just kind of stop by and
Right.
see what's going on.
Most of my trivia answers I get from you guys coming in the morning.
Really?
Nice.
We didn't realize we dispensed so much information.
Oh, yeah,
trivial.
you guys are a world of knowledge.
Uh-huh.
Well, listen, here's what I can tell you. This San Diego State football team this year, as Coach Long just mentioned, wants to show off what they're really all about. Poinsettia Bowl champions last year, first bowl win since 1969. 9 wins, the most since 1977. School's first winning season in 12 years. And defeated a nationally ranked team for the first time in 14 seasons, snapping a 25-game losing streak. Point is, this team from last year, it lost a couple of NFL wide receivers, but, Coach, I mean, most of the guys are coming back, right?
Well, we have quite a few guys coming back. You know, we lost some key guys, but every team does that every year. It's only the pros that can actually pay them to stay, but they're not playing. How about that? I wouldn't mind if they didn't play until October or something.
Right. It would be amazing if San Diego State were able to move its games to Sunday afternoon at Qualcomm Stadium.
Well, Saturday's the new Sunday. We already ready for it.
How about that? Saturday's the new Sunday. Wow, like 50's the new 40.
That.
Absolutely. Like
that.
chocolate brown is the new black. I mean, everything is the new something.
That's right.
It's kind of that way. We're talking to Rocky Long from San Diego State. So now, Coach, season tickets go on sale. You can get them at the office at Qualcomm Stadium, the San Diego State ticket office, or you can call 619-283-7378, or you can go to GoAztecs.com. Lots of different ways, and season ticket packages starting as low as $66. We need to get everybody to really jump on board this year and get behind this Aztec football program.
Well, I sure hope they do. I think they're going to have a good time if they come, and if they come once, I think they're going to come back. So hopefully they'll jump on the chance to buy tickets, and I know we have big time. The renewal program just ended, and I think we're up over 90% renewal, so that's a good start. So hopefully we'll gain some more fans.
Coach, you going down to the Padre game tonight to watch DJ Gay and the basketball team throw out the first pitch?
Well, I won't be there tonight because I'm afraid he's going to throw it too good, and they'll probably sign him up.
Oh, really? Really? You got big plans tonight, Coach?
Well, I got to do some fundraising things.
Oh, really? We can't get you out at the Drew Brees Celebrity Classic?
Got to raise funds, man.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do.
Right. Hey, let me tell you something. If I were in fundraising mode, I'd be at the Drew Brees thing tonight. You know, a lot of rich athletes. You know, a lot of local business guys that want to kind of get to know the athletes. Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of fundraising out there tonight, Coach.
Well, and it's for a good cause too.
Well, possibly, Rocky, you could deputize Scott, and then Scott could go and do that job for you at the golf.
Hey, that's a great idea.
Right.
Why don't you do that for us?
Hold up your right hand.
I'll go fundraising
we'll
for you.
We'll deputize you right here.
I'll fundraise for the Aztecs tonight, no problem.
There you go.
Hey, I was there last week, Coach. That was a great event at the Rancho Valencia last week.
That was fun, wasn't it?
That was a terrific night.
Yeah, that was a great time.
All right, Coach. Well, listen, looking forward to it. Where are we right now, by the way? I mean, school's about to end, right? I mean, we got summer workouts. What do we do?
Well, today's last day of finals. They get about 2 weeks off, and then they go back at it.
Oh, 2 weeks off.
That's all they get.
That's way too much, Coach.
Well, I agree. That's what 14 days is way too much. That's what I told them. So I think they should be back here earlier than that. But
yes.
We can't get them back until then.
Well, maybe you get the quarterback to go out there and organize some workouts like Drew Brees or like Matthew Stafford or Phillip Rivers or any of those guys that we keep watching videos of organizing their own workouts. Maybe you tell your guys to do that too.
I think they're already doing that.
All right. Coach Rocky Long getting excited for Aztec football season. Season tickets go on sale right now. Coach, thanks very much.
I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah,
always. Have a good day.